Hi everyone, I hope that you're having the kind of Friday that you want to have. I just want to talk about, I just had a breakthrough, and as you know, everything that I do is around really paying attention to what we think, what we believe, and not buying in as if they're true, those thoughts that we absorbed and adopted growing up, and all of that fixed information in the world that tells us how we're supposed to think and feel. So, stereotypes is a classic example of fixed information, and then fixed information around what success means and what it means to be a white woman in Melbourne. So, there's all constructs that we've just been born into that we absorb and adopt, often as it's true. And so I'm a great believer in looking at our thoughts, looking at my thoughts. And today, when I was sitting on a Zoom meeting, when I sat down face to face with my TED Talk buddy to do our TEDx talk, to script it out, great opportunity to just discuss ideas and open them up and just really see that we're really saying what we want to say. And I had a real big breakthrough moment in that I have a belief that I chose to believe, which is I truly don't believe in instilling fear in someone as a motivation. I truly believe in just allowing someone to step into their potential and into possibility. And that's my style of teaching, training, and leading. Only today, when I brought some of my TED Talk script to my TED Talk buddy, she brought it to my attention that the dialogue, the narrative was inside of the complaint, which is something that, like, I don't do instill the fear and talk from the complaint, meaning I can't, you shouldn't, it's your responsibility, you need to, I just am not of that belief yet. Here I was writing about it's your responsibility to look at your identity, to assess what you think, and things like you can never reach your full potential if you don't do that. And she's right. They were all inside of the complaint, inside of the critical mind, inside of what's not possible, rather than talking from the space of our potential, what's possible. So I had a breakthrough. I got to transform my style of writing, and I also identified where it comes from. It comes from, I've just forgotten how old I am again. I'm 50 something. And so I've had 50 odd years of absorbing the way of the world, of all the fixed information and how the world tells me things go. So everything that I've read, all of social media, and I see it and I notice it, I'm aware of it, that it all comes from inside the complaint of what's wrong, of what's not working, what we should and shouldn't do, what we can and can't do, what's possible, not possible. It's all inside of instilling fear to motivate people, to make people really face to face with what's going wrong, the pain level, the pain of not doing it, what you'll lose, what's not working, like advertising. Not that I watch TV anymore, but advertising, it's all about showing us what you might not have. So for example, there's an ad that I just recently heard about. I think it's a mother spending time with her daughter, mother or grandmother, spending time with the child, and it's beautiful and it's priceless and it's memorable, and there's this look that the child gives the grown-up that you'll take with you forever. That respect and love and pride and care and all of that, all of those beautiful emotions that we want to feel. And then that scene stops and it's, what if you lose this? What if this is taken away from you? And then they're talking about insurance. So this is how our world is constructed. So inside of the fear, the stick, and then we have the reward of the carrot dangling. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be outside of that construct, that that fixed ideology. And the reason being is that's the only way to transform how we think. Because if we don't transform where we're coming from, what we think, we can't transform how we act and behave, and we cannot transform the world. There will be no transformation unless we look at how we are being and where that comes from. So that's my breakthrough today. So I also want to acknowledge that I now look at my social media page and I know my intention. I just don't know what you think my intention is in regards to some of my posts. And I have had a small amount of feedback where people have said, and out of respect, they were very, very loving and respectful. And it's really, I'm really taking notice because I want to know what the community needs, thinks, feels. I want to be of value to the community, to be of service. And so I've had a small amount of people saying, I want to do your workshops, or I want to come to Landmark when I talk about Landmark, only I'm not where you are. That I feel like I'm pointing out the gap rather than what my intention is see the gap, and here are the steps to get follow through so that you don't have to fall in the rut of the gap, so that you're not stuck, or so that you've got tools. Because I've been in all of those places, and I even get in them again in ways of like, I did not see how I was writing from the negative, from the fear, the can and can't. And I may not do that all the time, but I can see it in my TED Talk. That's totally a generic way of self-expression. So I recreated myself today. And it's funny because I feel unleashed in my expression. I feel completely like I can say exactly what I want to say, when I want to say it, how I want to say it. Only I know deep down that I need to unleash my expression in regards to that conditioning, the fixed way of speaking, the fixed way of writing that I've absorbed from and adopted from reading books and just everything I absorb. All right, we've gone seven and a half minutes. I better stop here so that I can post it to you and it doesn't get rambly or go on too long. I hope that you have the kind of Friday that you want to have on this public holiday, and I look forward to seeing you soon. And I look forward to your comments. I'm really open to any comments, and I'm going to ask and suggest that you feed back to me about my page, what your impression is about what it is I'm doing on my page, so I can get a clearer understanding and an ability to deliver content that you need, not that I think you need. Content that really does speak to you, and I would never want to speak down to anyone. So there, those few people who felt that, oh my God, I'll never be where you are, or I'll never have what you have. I want to acknowledge that that was never my intention. And I want to acknowledge that I want to ask you to feedback and let me know your thoughts. All right, beautiful people, bye for now.